Hello, and welcome back to another GorePour for the Gore Horse, where we tally up the dead and gauge the amount of blood generated in some of the craziest and weirdest horror movies in the genre. Today, we're doing our top 10 best kills of all the kills featured on this channel. These kills will be based on aspects such as effects, the setup, the nature of the kill, and some that just caught me off guard. So, without further ado, let's get into it and look into my top kills in GorePour history. Number 10. Death Count, Mr. Curtis. Starting off our countdown is Death Count, where a sadistic warden forces 8 teachers to play a twisted and deadly game with the viewers determining the winner. I find the death of Mr. Curtis quite entertaining. Not just because of his eccentric behaviour, but because anyone that knows me knows I just love good old-fashioned special effects. I do find nowadays there is far too much of a reliance on CGI. In this kill, they use a projectile through the eye of a prosthetic head, and sometimes these are just the best kills.
I'll do this myself. Let's go.
You're going to get it all right.
I almost
Number 9. Demonic Toys, Charnesky.
Hi, you fat fuck. I'm baby Oopsie Daisy. You lord ass. Will you be my special friend?
What the hell?
I can walk, I can talk, I can even shit my pants. Can you shit your pants?
Boy, what an introduction on that one. Now, this movie sees a policewoman track gun runners to a toy warehouse where they unwittingly become part of a toy's demonic ritual to fully resurrect their master. Now, Demonic Toys was our first introduction to Baby Oopsie Daisy and Jack Attack, and boy was it an introduction. The setup to Charnesky's kill was absolutely hilarious, and seeing these toys go ham on the security guard is pretty brutal. This type of movie was probably one of the better of its time, even though it wasn't the earliest, but it definitely left so much of an impression that it started a whole franchise which is active to this day. Number 8. Sleepaway Camp 2, Ant. Sleepaway Camp 2 was also featured in my top 10 worst kills, but it does actually have a few great ones too. Now, for those of you that might not remember, Sleepaway Camp 2 sees the return of Angela Baker and her homicidal ways, as she's charged herself with teaching the camp teens proper moral code. Now, anyone that knows me knows exactly why I love this one. Simply put, Freddy. The homage to several horror villains in this movie is brilliant, but my favourite will always be the one, the only, Freddy Krueger. Number 7. Red Christmas, Hope. Red Christmas was a Christmas horror about an abandoned and disfigured son who seeks revenge on the family that rejected him. Now, this movie is a straight up gore fest, and there were some pretty great kills in here too. But this one in particular was so brutal, seeing Hope do the splits on the family lawn. Number 6. Silent Night, Maria. In this Silent Night remake, we see a vicious killer dressed as Santa set loose on a small town. Now, Maria's death was by far a bloodbath. Not only was she forced to run for her life in the buck, but she also lost a limb and gets minced in a chipper. I really couldn't think of a worse way to go. Number 5. Killer Sofa, Federico.
Get into the box! Right now! Get in the box! Please! Just get into the box!
I haven't really seen a lot of horror come out of New Zealand, or maybe that's just because I've not been looking for it. But this movie, this horror comedy about a love-struck killer sofa was an absolute ball of laughs. I mean, it's a killer sofa. What else do you expect? I genuinely laughed so hard at the fight to get the sofa's spirit into the box. And the reveal of her stalker ex in the sofa was just the cherry on top. Number 4. Lasso, Noose. 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 I mean, who on earth came up with that name? But anyway, Noose probably wished his namesake had been the method of this kill. Cause boy did they carve that ass up like a Christmas ham. Lasso is another one of those movies where I think the plot was probably designed around the kills, but do I care? Not that much, because some of these kills are just mwah. Number 3, Death Count, Selena. Kicking off our top 3, Death Count has another slot on this countdown, because how could I do a countdown and not include Selena? Selena's death was not only excruciating, but mustard gassings are prolonged, which seems pretty on brand for the sadists who designed their death trap. Again, they come through with the special effects, cause to me, those boils look real. It made me itchy just looking at them.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Number 2. Splinter, Officer Frankel. Now we've seen one kill where the victim gets split, but none match that of Officer Frankel. Unaware there is a splintered parasite stalking those trapped in a gas station, she is captured and pulled apart in the most vicious manner. Number 1. Chopping Mole, Leslie. And the number 1 spot goes to Leslie. I mean, what can beat a good old exploding head? I will say, a movie about killer robots is pretty cliche, but this kill was definitely the best kill I've seen this year. So that's it for our top 10 best kills in GorePour history. What do you think? Do you disagree with my choices? Let me know in the comment section down below. But for now, let's wrap up the GorePours of the past and move on to the new year. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up